Welcome back to the garden. Yeah, I got a cold this week, but the storm that's coming in tomorrow doesn't seem to care, so I gotta do some tomato maintenance. Mostly just tying these off so that they don't blow over and crack. So let's get to it. So, the main thing I need to do is tie them off so they don't break in the wind tomorrow. Doesn't matter what kind of string you use, anything works. My wife just had a bunch of this thread left over, so I'm using it. Cut a few inches off. Better to have too long than too short. And I'm going to come in here and just tie it off. So I want my tomatoes tied to the supports, because if they get blown over in the wind and the stem actually cracks, it's going to break off the tomato. Tomatoes are basically vines, and I know a lot of people will say you should cut off all these side branches, but frankly, I don't know if I'm getting anything out of this anyways, so I'd rather not stress it more than I need to. So, tying it, let's see if you can see this. It's a little loose. It's got some extra wiggle room. That's fine. That's how it should be. You don't want it to get cracked with the first breeze. And I'm going to cut off all of the suckers. If you're not familiar with suckers, basically out of the armpit of the tomato, I'm going to show you a good one. See this? If you look here, this is a good example of a sucker. It's basically coming out of the armpit of the tomato. Now, these will be a complete plant. Like, you could pull this off and plant it, and it'll shoot up roots and become another tomato plant. I don't have time for it to do that, so I'm just cutting them off, because they're going to waste resources from the plant if I leave them there. It's actually got a lot of them. Little ones I can just kind of pinch with my fingers. I don't know what all down here is a sucker and what's not. Oh, this is a sucker. They'll come off. And this one's beginning to be a sucker, so just pinch that. And there we go. Done with that. Now to do all the others. I'm basically just putting 2 overhand knots in this, nothing fancy. Whatever kind of knot you like. Doesn't really matter much. And there we go. Done with the tomatoes. And if any of you watching this happen to be in the Austin area, tomorrow, or this coming Saturday night, so I think it's October 29th, 2022, there's an international festival at Stonehill Christian Academy. I'd highly recommend you go. It's a fundraiser, but it's some of the best food from all over the world. If you go, start with the Italian cake. That sells out fast, and then go from there. But I'd highly recommend it if you're in the area. And if you're in the College Station area and want to split a case of 1015Y onion starts, mention in the comments or shoot me an email, and we can go split a case, because I need a half case, and they're so much cheaper in case quantities.